Concerns over Chinese surveillance and inappropriate content have led to a crescendo of voices supporting a ban on TikTok in the United States, which would then follow bans on the app's use on government issued devices in the US and several other countries, as well as a total ban in India. Although it's far from clear how the US government could implement such a ban, the possibility is leading many industries to contemplate on how it would affect their businesses. Near the top of that list is the music industry. Before we dive right into it, remember to like the video, subscribe, and let's get right to it. After 6 years of hyper-rapid growth, at least one source shows that TikTok currently has the third largest user numbers of any social network, behind Facebook and Instagram, both owned by Meta, and ahead of Twitter, Pinterest, and Snapchat. Although entertainment is the largest content category of TikTok videos by a wide margin, it's not known how much of that is specifically related to music. That's in part because the categories within entertainment are blurry on TikTok. Many TikTok stars get famous through their lip syncs, dance routines, and other videos to set someone else's music, while a much smaller number of people are artists who distribute or even promote their music on the app. To understand the impact on the music industry if TikTok were to disappear from the US market, it helps to understand the effects it had on businesses thus far. To do that, it's useful to look at TikTok in light of its natural predecessor, YouTube. YouTube has taken the music industry on a journey, but TikTok is extending that today. YouTube is currently the largest distributor of music of any kind in the world. Its usage specifically for music is much larger than Spotify, for example, even though the biggest hits tend to get more plays on Spotify than their official videos are viewed on YouTube. The biggest reason for this is likely that YouTube's main service is free, whereas while Spotify's main service charges subscription fees, and it's consistently working to steer free tier users towards its paid service. But another big reason for YouTube's popularity has been its relative independence from the music industry. While Spotify only accepts music feeds from record labels or digital distributors such as DistroKid and CD Baby, anybody can upload videos with music to YouTube, and while Spotify did not launch in the US until it had signed deals with the major labels, YouTube for the first couple of years of its existence did not engage with copyright or royalty issues related to the massive amounts of music users were uploading. The same has been true for TikTok, except that TikTok did specifically have music in mind early on when it was acquired Musical.ly, another Chinese app that enabled users to create lip-sync videos. Otherwise, TikTok's early disregard of copyright issues helped it build up to its huge user base while it negotiated with record labels and music publishers. And just as YouTube achieved license agreements with the major labels around 2011, 6 years after its launch, TikTok had licenses from majors by early 2021. Even so, TikTok has moved further away from music industry control than YouTube. For example, while there are many official artist channels and labels releases on YouTube, the emphasis on TikTok is more the users who use the music clip to create their own videos. Artists have fewer tools for creating their own presences than they do on YouTube. TikTok has user identity verification, but there is no guaranteed way for artists to verify their own identities. TikTok provides verification badge where user accounts satisfy its own criteria. TikTok also treats audio clips somewhat like hashtags on their other social networks. It groups together videos that use the same music clips, and it enables users to easily create new videos while using the music in the clips they're watching. Such features help increase exposure for music clips, but they draw attention away from the artists who make them. Another sign TikTok's further autonomy is its ability to create its own music stars independently from record label systems. YouTube produced several breakout megastars such as Justin Bieber, Carly Rae Jepsen, Psy, and Louis Fonsi. Yet most of these had backing from major labels or management in the first place. YouTube mainly helped them get exposure in markets beyond their native countries, including the US. In contrast, the biggest music stars on TikTok, such as Bella Poarch, Dixie D'Amelio, and Lauren Gray, are more likely to have been discovered on TikTok before being signed to major record labels, and Lil Nas X exploded on TikTok in 2018 before being signed to a major label the following year. TikTok also has a tool for indie artists to upload their music to the platform. A year ago, it launched SoundOn, a digital distributor like DistroKid or CD Baby, that enables direct upload to TikTok as well as other major streaming services. TikTok also has an arguably bigger effect on the creative output of musical artists than YouTube has. YouTube's most persuasive effect on creative output has been the explosion in artist collaborations, such as pop songs with drop-ins by rappers. Music discovery on YouTube is more on search than on playlists and other forms of navigation, and collabs increase the odds that an artist will be listed in the search results. Accordingly, at least a quarter of the songs in the Billboard Hot 100 nowadays tend to be collabs. Otherwise, YouTube's effect on creative output hasn't been much different than on Spotify, Apple Music, and other streaming services. In contrast, are doing more to create TikTok-friendly musical content. The main impetus for this is TikTok's emphasis on short clips, where YouTube allowed up to the length of most songs for its earliest days. Some artists post clips of their full-length songs on TikTok to promote them and steer fans to Spotify and other services, as well as to their vinyl purchases. Sometimes these clips take on the lives of their own. For example, R&B star Steve Lacy found audiences at his shows didn't know the words to his #1 hit Bad Habit, beyond those in the belief of the clip that was used 500,000 times in TikTok videos. There's also some evidence that TikTok is influencing songwriters to start songs with choruses or other hooks that can grab the attention in the first 15 to 20 seconds. That is, to change the structure of the songs instead of merely shortening them, which has been the trend for decades. But above all, there's mounting evidence that maintaining a constant presence on TikTok is becoming a necessity for artists who want to build their fan bases. This just hasn't been crucial on YouTube, and some artists resent having to feed that beast every day in addition to all the other social networks. So this trend will increase the proportion of social media savvy artists who hit the top of the charts, and increasing the amount of nagging that the labels and artist managers have to do to keep them there. Conversely, the explosion of new music on all the services is making it more and more difficult for new music to be discovered, and the unparalleled ease of posting original videos to clips for well-known songs on TikTok has resulted in more exposure of old catalog music, such as the astounding revival of Fleetwood Mac's 1977 hit Dreams in a TikTok video in early 2020 that resulted in the song re-entering the charts, and Mac's Rumor album hitting #2 in sales in 2022. That one trend had a major music companies and the private equity firms that are buying up catalogs of legacy musical artists would love to encourage. What would happen to the music industry if TikTok were to go away? The major industry powers might be happy about it, given how TikTok has been extending YouTube's trend of taking control away from them, but otherwise, not much. First of all, a US ban doesn't mean a worldwide ban, and as the YouTube experience has shown, popular services can help global artists with much less effort than before. More generally, the forces that TikTok has set in motion will simply continue elsewhere. Google and Meta both launched TikTok competitor services, YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels respectively. Last month, Google claimed that YouTube Shorts had surpassed 50 billion daily views, and that Meta is making Reels available through Facebook, and other apps like Triller and Like are out there too. All this has already taken a toll on TikTok's market share and usership. The latest Infinite Dial customer survey from Edison Research, published 2 weeks ago, shows that TikTok usage peaked in 2022 and is now trending downwards. It's hard to imagine that this is because users have gotten tired of addictive apps that push engaging short-form music videos onto their phone. Users can and will go elsewhere for the same kind of experiences, and effects on the music industry will continue. If you made it this far in the video, remember to like the video, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think TikTok is really going to get banned, or do you think that it's still here to stay? Let me know. I appreciate you guys for watching this far in the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.